Hey everybody, welcome back. This part, we're going to be breaking the game. Previous part, I rambled about how the dominant strategy theory is just a fact and not actually a real theory. So yeah, right there is a secret passage. Normally you're supposed to fall down and be like, oh, well, that's how my life goes, and all that, but here, you can, if you're good enough, you can, like, bomb jump, well not bomb jump, but drop a bomb as you're falling and then just wall jump your way back up. Or you can just bomb jump like I am right now, because, reasons. But yeah, this is basically the beginning of sequence breaking in the game that I can really say, other than, skipping the long beam, which I sort of showed how to do that. There's little blocks you can destroy in the top part. It's because this game was created for Metroid fans, I do believe, and also for people who've never played. And I just jump cut. I believe it only took my try off camera, the only one, to really get that done, but yeah, I just cut it out just in case it took longer. And I fall down. You fall very far down. You find a foe. And I believe, yep, it's a missile block. It's hidden, and you can just get this missile tank. And continue on this way. And guess what? In this game, you can do like the original and go after Ridley first. And that's what I'm doing, baby. It's not as hard as you'd think, to be honest. By the time you get to Ridley naturally, you'd probably be tanked out, honestly, before the fight. And yeah. If you know what you're doing, you can just ignore a lot of the things in this game, like I said last time. You got this weird little guy there that you're supposed to use as a platform, and you got this pill bug being eaten by the vines. But my jump isn't high enough to get up there. There are a few strategies for going at this early. One is what I was doing right there, and wall jumping. And the other is just being patient with the little beetle flying around. Oop, oop. The music here, I think, is a remix of the Spore Spawn's music from Super Metroid. And if I remember right, this thing's name is something similar to that. But I don't know the names of the bosses off the top of my head. Not other than Ridley and Kraid, simply because their layers are named after them. And a few other bosses. A couple just because simply their names are pretty simple. You gotta be careful though, because tackling the boss this early on is not exactly the bestest safety-wise, because as you can see, I'm about to die. At least you can destroy the little spore things and get back missiles and health. Especially since I believe you need missiles to be able to blow up the little tentacles. Like I said in the last video, you need a minimum of 1 missile tank. After you beat him, color returns to him and he drops down on the ground. And out you go! And we get this space whale landing on the planet. With some pillars. And out flies a giant chicken! And you're in Ridley. Don't know why they don't just put apostrophe S layer, but there you have it. You got a couple ways you can go. You got right, which leads to a dead end. I believe you can get something in here by going this way, but I don't know. Off the top of my head, at least. I think you can bomb jump up into a secret crevice and skip the next section that I'm about to do. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. I know a lot of secrets break things in this game. I don't know all of them though. There's guides online you can check out. What we got here is a green door, which you can only open with super missiles, which we have none of yet. If we had some super missiles, we could skip that part. Gotta go up, and you see our blue wiggly friend is sitting there. And so we gotta go back up and check on how Heinrich is doing. He burrowed his way down pretty quickly, and Heinrich is gone. Egg things! Pew, 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 pew. And you turn into a beautiful butterfly. Yep. This boss is pretty easy. Pew, 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 pew. And he's down. And he is easiest to take down just by spamming a lot of missiles. And like with just about every boss, I do believe, you alternatively can use your charge beam to attack the weak point. And you get super missiles for beating him. So just charge on out. Kill some monsters. And shoot a missile downwards. Because that's a missile block. Which is kind of how they prevent you from getting through places. In morph ball form. Sort of like an exit only. Though they only do it like 2 or 3 times. Which I suppose is good, because it makes it not as obvious that there's going to be a boss, you know? Or something like that. Or that there's at least a secret. And yeah, I'm just going over here to fill up on health and missiles. And yeah. Oh yeah, after you beat the game once, you get an item checklist on your map screens. Which is why you should never just start absolutely from the beginning, but rather just you choose your file and choose a new game. And I die! There's apparently a little secret passage in there that I forgot about that you can just use to safely skip all them goons. But you can just kill them all. Instead of bum rushing it like I was stupidly doing, you should just take your time because I don't have the health pack to take them all on like that. Just pew pew everything. Ice Beam makes killing things easy. Though sometimes, like that guy, they don't seem to freeze for whatever reason. And here we have a jerk move. And here we have a heat room, which we do have a chance of overcoming, but I don't want to. So I'm just wall jumping up, and then I just sort of resign to my fate. It's not mandatory to get that E-Tank, but I do recommend it. It makes things a whole lot easier for fighting the Riddler. And it's pretty important to get when you're playing on hard mode and sequence breaking here. In fact, I recommend if you're sequence breaking, before sequence breaking your way into here, you might want to sequence break your way to getting the Variosuit and the Screw Attack first. And that's me throwing a fit. And that's me getting the E-Tank. Yeah, just jump cut. Can't remember if I got the next time or the time after that. But I got it, and that's all that matters. No, I don't want caps lock on, I was just ditching myself. There. You know, what are these things? Are those mouths, orifices? What? They're like strange blue orb things. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Dumb. Whatever they are, they freeze easily. Save room. Link acquired. And this is another point where you can just grind up some missiles or farm, whatever term you want to use. I won't hold it against you even if you're wrong. And there you get the pretty much useless map of Ridley's Lair. Or it is pretty much a straight path that goes in a donut. Missile tank. I can tell you, a low percent speed run of this game would probably be a real pain. I don't know if you're able to miss all energy tanks. Might be able to. That'll make a certain section later on a real pain in the tuchus. And it'll make fighting anything a real chore. As you won't have the long beam, you won't have the charge beam. You will have pretty much the ice beam, and that's about it. So you'd have ice beam, bombs, morph ball. Gravity suit. Space jump and speed booster. Oh yeah, and I think a missile tank. We'll let missile tank do it. That is super missile tank. You also have a missile tank, like I said earlier. But yeah, if somebody wants to show off a run like that, feel free to do a video response or something. However that works on YouTube these days, or Daily Motion. Can you put more video responses on Daily Motion? Never tried. And here I find that on accident, as I did not know that thing there on the left was there before. Super missile. Boom. Super missile tank. And I hop for joy. And this is a thing you gotta be tricksy about getting. Missile tank. And come over here and get more stuff. Super missile tank acquired. And yeah, I'm searching around for things because I remember there being something in this room. And sure enough, we will find it. And then I noticed right there that my beam went through the wall a bit. Did I notice there's a circle on the map, which, as you should know by now, means there's an item. There's 2 items in this place. Missile tank. And these silly little launcher pads. Missile tank. That didn't take too long. I have 100 missiles, which is about 2/5 of them, I think. Roughly, at least. qualms in wasting super missiles right now. To the right is to leave, to the left is where we go. Yep. And so, next time on Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission, we're gonna fight Ridley. So, see you then and goodbye.